Well, it's been quite a journey. I suppose I'm quite typical of any club golfer, really, that's on a similar journey trying to improve. I sort of made this commitment at the start of this journey to say I'm going to practice all the time, and that's actually been the hardest bit, finding that time to commit to practice, because what I love about golf is the exercise element of it as much as anything. So if I've got some spare time, I'd rather be walking. I'd rather be walking around a golf course rather than stood in a practice net hitting golf balls or stood in a driving range. So that's been a challenge for me. So here we are now. Am I feeling like I'm getting loads better? I feel like my swing is improving. I feel like I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but now it's about the execution.
That's 3 really solid ones in a row. Okay, because you're hitting a lot of 3-woods, you said around this course, I would add that into my warm-up. That's really nice. Just tee too high.
There's still a lot of areas where I feel that there is massive ground for improvement. So I don't feel, even though you can't see it necessarily in all my scores, I don't feel like I've failed in the journey, because this is a gradual process and we're working through it.
That's a great shot. I absolutely smoked it.
Hit the pigeon.
That was big. Okay. Only a couple drivers.
The driver still presents me with nightmares. So I can sort of sit there and think about every other club in my bag and think, I kind of know what I'm supposed to be doing with this. The driver and I have still got this mystery relationship where I go and hit balls with Gary at pitch, and it's shaping beautifully, 250-yard carries. And when I get out on the golf course, the same thing isn't happening. So
the driver, go up to the top of the backswing. We said keep your back to the target for longer.
Yeah.
Bring the club gently down as you swing out to the right.
Yeah.
What you've done on that last one, go up to the top of the backswing. You got to the last one, and everything's turned too quick. And you've hit the pull hook.
Yeah. Gary will always talk to me about being brave. Be braver, reach for your driver. That's how you're going to get better at golf. And for me, I score better when I choose not to go with the driver. So that I'm still battling with that. That's probably the biggest thing, I think. And maybe a little bit of tweaking around some of the short game stuff. I suppose if there's anything we've not been able to work on as much, it's that. So I kind of know what my swing is supposed to be doing, but it's the itty-bitty stuff around the greens. It's the little tricky lies where I need to just do a little bump and run.
Well done.
Oi, oi. Where I need to be getting down in 2, where I'm still sometimes getting down in 4, or sometimes even worse than that. That'd be quite good to go armed with that little bit of tidbit just before we go on the golf course.
Well done. Okay, and go to that one. Okay, then that one again. So you're trying to make that sound. So the ball's going to come in this part of the hole and try and get it to make that sound. Nice. Okay. Then you're good to go. You've ticked off every section in your warm-up.
Okay. So I put this appeal out for help, and it was amazed how many people actually suggested Gary. He's probably paying them all, which is going to cost him a lot of money. But immediately I saw that he was a PGA coach, and that for me was almost a certification, a badge of a guarantee of quality. Yeah. This is a desperately complex game. You want someone who knows it inside out, who's done the qualifications themselves, who's done all the required coaching courses themselves to help explain it to someone like me, a complete layman, in very simple details. Well, it's a one-shot difference, so 13.4 off the yellows I'm playing. I've got 15 shots.
Oh, so it is a harder course then, 2 shots.
13.4, 16 shots.
I'd go yellows if it was me. Because it's windy, the course is going to be playing tougher than that stroke index.
Yeah.
Where do you normally play off?
Tend to play off yellows.
Okay, let's go yellows.
Nothing is linear, especially in golf. That is my thought on the golf course today. Thank you. I'll take that with me.
Great strike. Has it got to the stage where we're not happy with 250, 3 woods?
Well, I thought the wind was going to Take it on.
That's a good start, well done. This is a good spot. Take this all day. Right, what does your app say?
It's saying 164 to the front.
One of the things I learned from Mentor and a few other really good coaches was sometimes you don't give them the answer. You can steer them towards the answer, but try and get them to self-discover a lot of things. Do you know how far the clubs are going now? Because I know you've put on a lot of distance.
I'm still a little bit unsure, to be honest. And I think it depends, like, I could hit a 7-iron here now and it go 140 yards, and in 8 holes' time it's going 165 yards.
Oh, come on then. Come on then. I think you might be on, you know. Well played.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that.
So if you notice the way I coach David, I'd always ask him, what do you think? Where do you think you need to go? What club do you think it is first? I'm trying to get him to figure it out on his own, because then he has to think, work it out. He makes the right decisions, and then that way I don't need to be with him all the time. He knows he's making the correct decisions.
It's gone at it too hard.
Oh. Looking back at the whole journey from first session, and then when we were out at Woburn, to today, I'm definitely seeing some increases in his performance. His understanding of his game's getting a lot better. Superb. Good man. That's the nervy one out the way. Good man.
You know, some of the things that I was thinking about from the first couple of lessons are very natural to me. The way I've got to stand, the way I've got to hold the club, how far I am away from the ball, the angle of the club when I address it. And then the sort of, through the course of 6 months, I now have a very clear routine in my head in terms of everything that's an iron shot, whether it's a 58, whether it's a 5-iron. That's a real fundamental principle. I think we'd benefit probably from a bit more time spent on a golf course together.
We would hit it 130 into when you'd be hitting like a 9-iron, and then you would leave yourself with 100 yards, or we try and take the risky shot on.
Yeah, we're not in life to lay up.
Let's go hybrid.
We're not in life to lay up.
Wow. That's a great strike. Well done. I don't normally say wow too often when I'm watching people hit, but today I gave a few wows. That I think just having that experience of you out on the golf course, building a relationship to know how he starts to feel and the ebbs and flows when he's playing around a golf, when he starts to get the confidence, momentum, when the bad shots come in, how does he start to think? But that side of things I can't see when I'm coaching him on the range. I want to see how his mental side affects it, because it's affected his golf swing and his performance that day. What about if you hit it between the little tree and there's like a darkish red bush 20 yards right of it?
Yeah.
Is that still okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think the relationship between pupil and coach is really important, and I think I would have to say that I think Gary's a really good coach. I'm not saying that just because you're sitting there.
Thank you.
But you've developed my game, but also we have built a relationship. You know, I would consider Gary to be a mate now, because you've got to be relaxed in their company. You've got to have respect for them, and they've got to have a manner which is not condescending the whole time, where you don't feel like you're being told off, or you don't feel like you're ashamed when you hit a bad shot. You know, and that's what I'm talking about on the course. I don't feel under pressure to suddenly hit an amazing round of golf just because Gary's there. I want to do well because I want him to show the impact that he's had on my game, but it's very much a two-way thing, and that building that relationship is really at the heart of that, I think.
Oh my God, what a strike. Get down it. I saw down it.
So that's carried 180. We're playing Stableford today, by the way. Today was a perfect snapshot of where my golf game is at. I wouldn't want to be the cameraman.
So imagine you're hitting it past the pin.
But I'm still doing the forward way.
Still doing the forward way, always with short game. Well done. Well out.
There were some nice moments.
Sit. Lovely speed.
There were some okay moments, and there were some pretty horrendous moments as well. It's a better swing, but still just goes. With this club, it just goes.
The stuff we did today on the golf course, been able to see him chip, putt, play those different shots, that's where I think we've made some good ground up. And then we've still got just the issue, I'd say, which is holding him back maybe from getting to the next level again. It's just the woods.
It's not a mental block, but it's, I don't know, I just get too aggressive with the driver in my hand, and the swing speed goes off the charts, and all the control and all the technique disappears.
You're seeking perfection in the wrong game. You can't perfect golf, unfortunately. Everyone tries to, but it's not a game you can perfect.
Oh my God.
What's nice to see in the 6 sessions that we've had so far, at the start there's a lot of changes to his posture, to the way he stands, like you mentioned. And I know for every golfer that's not fun. That's not fun having to think about all that stuff before they hit. But the changes we've gone through from now in 6 sessions, there's only one real swing thought he's got at the moment, and everything else is just natural.
But I think you actually want to be left of the bunker anyway.
4?
I mean, I barely really hit 4s.
What a shot. That's a great strike, David.
I couldn't have done this by myself. You know, there was too much wrong, and where we started this was me playing golf at Walton Heath, probably around Christmas time, on a beautiful day. I can't tell you how gorgeous it was, the perfect conditions. And I played such a pile of whatever. I thought, I've got to do something about this. And now I feel I've got all these building blocks that we've put in place, where it's up to me now.
Your game is there, in my opinion. You had some short game questions today. Your short game, we've cleared up quite quickly, and you managed to take that straight on the course. Your putting's there, your short game, your iron play is now great. It's just the woods. That's where it's letting you down. It's just the consistency with the woods.
Do you think with the irons, we're in the place that we need to be single figures?
100%. The irons, the wedges, chipping and putting are there. You either got to join a golf club that's only 5,000 yards where you can just hit irons off the tees, or just now you know your practice time is going to be spent a lot with a 3-wood and driver. Your hybrid's there as well, so you could actually say up to hybrid, you are there. It's just the 3-wood and driver, that's your practice time.
All right, thank you. Well done, coach.
Great shot. Well played. He's holding the pose as well. He's still holding it.
I feel like we're really on the start of this journey, and the handicap is coming down. It's pretty much coming down with every round that I play right now, albeit not in conditions like we've seen today. But, you know, I would think if I can play through the winter, then this is just going to happen naturally.
Yes! Oh, that is slow motion. Well done.
I was not smashing that down, man.
I have to remind myself a lot of times, because when people come for lessons, they've all got a goal that they want to improve, and David come with a goal. This is their hobby, and it's not their way of earning money or their career. They're not playing on the pro tour or anything like that.
Thank God.
This is their hobby, that they're going to be 4 or 5 hours on the golf course, maybe once a week. They want to go out there and enjoy it. We're trying to keep you enjoying the game and having fun, but we're just going to move things around in the golf swing to make it easier, and you can perform better.
Oh, there you go.
There. Much better.
I think that's a really important point to stress. And for me, I'd stopped enjoying it because my game wasn't in a place where I could enjoy it. The lessons have helped me enjoy the game more, and that's what it's got to be about for everyone.